My entire life, I've heard this statement from parents, teachers, coaches, social media, movies. I've heard those exact words in that exact same order from so many different sources. Hell, I've even said it. And although I do think people have the best intentions when they say it, I think that advice is bull. Because at the end of the day, the truth is,
ain't gotta wait to make them movies, I be loaded. Why you out here drinking 40s, I just told it.
using happiness as a North Star when navigating life is not just dumb, but it's irresponsible as well. Happiness is important. You should find joy in the things you do.
I ain't posted mixtapes on shorty. I be booted to the morning, PM to the morning.
A lot of the things that made you happy as a kid won't make you happy now, and the things that made you happy today won't necessarily make you happy tomorrow. You can never rely on happiness as an anchor because happiness is fluid. It comes and goes. It's not a constant. A lot of people pursue their goals with the aim of happiness, but when they achieve them, it doesn't bring them the joy they expected. It makes you feel as if all that work you put in was not worth the reward. Life is struggle. There are moments of happiness and joy sprinkled throughout our lives, but for the most part, we're all kind of just working to see the next day. It's impossible to go on your phone or TV now without seeing images of genocide, murders, tragedies. Happiness is unrealistic to constantly expect in a world where there's constant suffering.
Wait, I think police is at the
Okay,
door.
the neighbors think I'm selling dope.
If your happiness is the direct cause of someone else's unhappiness, is that moral? In some cases, yeah, I'd say it is. Like, for example, in competition, someone needs to lose in order for someone else to win. But that risk is known going into it. Or if someone's genuinely just hating on you and your success, then yeah, make them sad. Look how happy this girl looks in this photo. It doesn't even look like she's posing next to an Iraqi man that she's tortured to death. I mean, this is an extreme example, but I think it illustrates my point pretty well. People can find joy in immoral things. A lot of the worst people throughout history have done really heinous things with smiles on their faces. But let's bring it down to the average person. How many salesmen have sold you some bullshit item that doesn't even work, all to make $1 off of you and to benefit themselves? Some seemingly good things are not as wholesome as we think either. As much as I do believe in chasing your goals and your dreams, I don't think it's necessarily moral to abandon all of your responsibilities to go all in on them. Growing up, I saw a lot of kids in really well-off families doing really dumb things because their parents were too busy to be home with them. I've also seen a lot of people leave their jobs to pursue their goals when they have mouths to feed at home. I also know some people that have left their elderly and sick parents and grandparents to live an easier and happier life. A lot of those things that make you happy, like money and fame, does nothing for you when you're dead. All that you're left with when you're gone is your legacy. And to be honest with you, you're not going to be remembered for how you made yourself feel. You're going to be remembered for how you made others feel.
The days in a week, nothing like I was when I met you. Back when I belonged to this.
We need happiness. Happiness motivates us and makes us more productive, nicer, healthier. But it's a byproduct of the situations we find or put ourselves in. And we can't always control those situations or how we feel about them. Being at peace means being in a state of tranquility or calm. It's a lot healthier than trying to be happy all the time because you could be at peace despite how you feel emotionally. Peace can cause happiness, but it doesn't necessarily have to. I've seen people with cancer that live in poverty or are in mourning be at peace with their situations. Obviously, they're not happy about their situations, but they've all accepted their circumstances. and they try to improve where they can, but they understand that not everything is under their control.
Falter. Social's cool, but a social still gets kicked. That's an ID crisis, and I can never just.
The one thing that you have the most control over is yourself. You need to find peace within yourself before you could find it in other things. Chase your goals, improve your health, and work towards improving yourself in every facet you can. Do things that bring you peace for the sake of achieving peace, rather than just a material goal or a fleeting emotion.
Can we do it on the low? In my head, in my head.
Take care of your responsibilities and commitment with your family and friends. Your peace should not come at the sacrifice of theirs. Create an environment within your home or space that provides a safe haven to those you love. Although your peace comes first, don't neglect theirs.
Tell me why you really in love. Tell me why you really in love. Tell me why you really in love.
This is the hardest to do because there's a lot more factors outside of your control. Environment dictates behavior, motivation, and emotion. Lifting your neighborhood lifts your loved ones and yourself. Give back to your community whenever you can. Just because your main pursuit is peace doesn't mean you should abandon happiness altogether. We all need our stim shots to get through the day sometimes. And there's nothing wrong with doing something just because it brings you happiness. But never let your happiness get in the way of your peace.